This video contains new information regarding the Billy Jasper theory. Well, it's not exactly new information as such, it's more of a change of information that we were led to believe regarding the background and the possible motive for the murders of Tony Tucker, Pat Tate and Craig Rolfe. The change of information came from a comment on a Facebook group based on the Essex boys case. But before I read the comment containing the change of information, I'll read you the contents of the actual post, made by David McKelvey of TMI. The Retterdon Murders. Today, 33 years ago, on the 4th of October 1989, an armed robbery took place in Hainault, Essex, that eventually resulted in 3 men being shot dead on the 6th of December 1995. In one of the most infamous murder cases in Essex history, the murders of Pat Tate, Tony Tucker and Craig Rolfe, known as the Essex boys, assassinated in the village of Retterdon. 2 men, Michael Steele and Jack Williams, were convicted of the murders in 1998. Steele remains a Category A prisoner, aged 79 years, locked up 23 hours a day, having served over 27 years in prison. The TMI Murder and Serious Squad review team have been investigating the case pro bono since April 2020. They've established the truth about who actually killed Tate, Tucker and Rolfe, and why. Steele and Williams were convicted solely on the witness testimony of a supergrass called Darren Nichols. The fact is, he lied. He was assisted by Essex detectives who supplied vital telephone data and manipulated evidence to fit Darren's manufactured account. Evidence was docketed and withheld. Steele and Williams had nothing to do with the murders and are innocent. There has been a terrible miscarriage of justice and of a stain on the British system of justice. The TMI Murder and Serious Crime Review team have repeatedly attempted to brief the Essex Police Chief Constable and Police and Crime Commissioner. Sadly, they have ignored all efforts. Other senior figures who have been involved in the original murder and linked to corruption inquiries, Operation Apache, are still working in Essex Police and have been actively involved in a vast cover-up. The truth must be exposed. The actions of a few dishonest and corrupt officers has tarnished the police. They should be held to account. The truth about what really happened will be aired in a 3-part Sky documentary due in early 2023. A report is due to be submitted to the CCRC shortly. And a question was asked on this post, and the reply contained the change of information of what we were led to believe. The Group 4 robbery was the catalyst for the murders. It has taken us over a year to establish the facts. Some are still not clear or supported. Jasper refers to an armed robbery as being the motive for the murders, and that some of the proceeds have been stolen by Tucker. He states in an interview with Bob Sanford and Gene Chappell that he had picked up bits of the story from overheard conversations prior to and post the murders. Jasper got some of it wrong, as did we in the early days. Some of the stolen proceeds were held by Tucker. Patsy Bowtie Clark was asked to recover the money. He was offered £40,000 to do so. Clark was not involved in the robbery and its planning as we first thought. When Tucker refused to return the cash, he sealed his own fate. The contract was placed on Tucker. Tate and Rolfe were collateral damage. The actual account of the murders is highly likely that detailed by Jasper in his 5 interviews and 12-page handwritten witness statement. Quite incredibly, no one on the murder squad made any efforts to investigate the Jasper account further. The first the defence knew about Jasper was 2 weeks before the trial, and then they were only given the interviews, officers' notes and statement, but no background or context. The armed robbery was not known to be a motive until we discovered it during our investigation. It is corroborated by intelligence that was already in the home system in document 169, the intelligence summary. Again, all that had been ignored. The bottom line, Essex Police had most of the pieces of the jigsaw. The fact is, they did not even open the box to try and put the jigsaw together. So there we have it within that comment. A slight change in information in the background that we were led to believe until recently, that Patsy Bowtie Clark wasn't the one behind the hit on Tony Tucker, and the money didn't come from Patsy Clark. He just had a word with Tony Tucker, who basically told him to fuck off when he asked for the retrieval of money from the robbery. There is more information to come out regarding the Billy Jasper theory, whether it's true or not, over the next few months. And like mentioned within that post and within that comments, in the Sky documentary that's coming out at the beginning of next year. I'll see you on the next one.